I'm kind of stubborn when it comes to certain things. I feel like if I don't get my way, I kind of like retreat, and that's a flaw I got to work on, because I lose a lot of time with my daughter because I want a whole unit situation. Because my daughter sees the break between us because she's
old enough.
She outlines it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Course.
She knows how to operate in between the two. You can see it. She knows what to say to her to not get me mad, and for her to have to maneuver between us.
That, yeah.
It's very
It bothers me. So I be wanting that, but then at the same time, it was a time where we was recently too. We was in a beautiful space. Went paint the house.
Damn.
Painted her room. Mind, she lives with her boyfriend. I don't know why I quoted on quote. She lives with her. She lives with her baby father.
You know,
she has another kid.
She has another daughter.
Okay,
right?
okay.
She lives with them.
But
they got a new apartment. She asked me to paint my daughter's room because I painted.
There's nothing wrong with that though.
But
the man be doing that shit?
No, but I'm saying, yeah.
That's her dad. That's a bonding experience, is what he's trying to tell you.
She did help me, but his.
No,
boom,
you missed.
All right, I'm missing something here.
Here's the variable now. Boom. She's like, yo, paint the crib. I paint the crib. I paint her room, and then she's like, oh, could you help me paint the living room? I'm like, nah, I can't.
I feel that.
But all right, so I'm like, all right, I can't. Well, her significant other, he works a lot, so I don't take
Whose fault is that?
And he's
chose a nigga that works a lot.
He taking care of home. That's my daughter there. But the whole space, this is his crib.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I'm saying? He paying.
This is what I'm getting.
I didn't see. You saw something wrong with the daughter's room being painted.
No. I saw the problem. When he said he came and he painted.
But listen, the story is about to get spicier. Though.
Okay, let's let him go.
It's about to get spicier though. So.
Wait, hold on. Before you get spicy.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my God.
This is the Heard You Sis podcast. As you see, we already got up into it.
Yes, we definitely got up into it, and we just want to let y'all know this is how we be bonding with our guests. Like, we come in here talking like we best friends. That's how it be going. So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. This is episode 2 of season 2. Yes, 2, yeah. Mm-hmm. And before we jump off, we're gonna introduce. Well, you guys know us. I'm Dany.
I'm Kilz.
And we have a special guest today.
Special.
And I mean, all of our guests are special, but you know what?
Appreciate that.
We
special for today.
Special.
Right.
You see the quote unquote special. But no, we're gonna would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Chris, simple. I don't not give my last name.
That's
you gotta get
we just talking because it's views from the other side.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because y'all always hear.
Chris, I usually don't tell people my first name, but y'all could.
What's your fake name then?
Lucci.
Okay, yeah, you could have did that.
Smile. Yeah.
All right.
No,
but yeah. So
what was views from the 6ix9ine?
No, it's views from the other side. Yeah. You always hearing like our opinions and opinions from 2 females. We got another male here. Like we hearing from the other side.
And we want to talk about how the fact that me and Kilz didn't plan to be chill. And we just came.
We don't always be like, oh yeah, we're gonna dress up, but it just be like, it is what it is. Today was it is what it fucking is.
It's the universe working.
Yeah, I got a Tupac shirt on.
He got a Tupac shirt. It worked out well. Got on black. It's just it
worked out. I fucked up the vibe with the pants.
Listen, but
yeah, back to the story though.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Where was I?
You were saying
my memory is short. I smoke a lot of
the paint.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So I go over there. She asked me to paint the living room. I dub it. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, I kind of spinning. She got her family to come help or whatever the case may be. Time goes forward. We in a good space.
Well, you think y'all in a good space?
No, we are.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take it away from my daughter's mother. She tries with me. Mm-hmm. We both clash at times.
Okay.
But a lot of the times is she reaches out and tries to create a situation where it's good. It just ends up not working out because I can't seem to do something right, or I'm inconsistent. That's one of my flaws that I need to work on.
Okay, at least you know that though. A lot of men don't want to be.
I'm inconsistent. I need to work on that more. And that's one of the things even in life, having a certain level of discipline, just saying I'm going to do this and keep doing it, not fuck up. But I live an irregular life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So my question to you about that is,
I want him to finish.
I do want you to finish the story, but
he said it got spicy.
I just want to answer the question. I'm asking you a question. Like, do you not think that is something that makes her feel upset, and that's what causes the situation to flip.
Not it's a factor in it, but there's other factors involved that I know. The inconsistency could be solved by one thing: letting her come over every other weekend. Not to put my situation out there, whatever, but it's just simple as that.
Well, shit, she got a man.
Simple as
Look.
that. If you come and you stay with your dad, and your dad, it's time for her to go home, and you say, I want to stay with my dad today. Mm-hmm. And then you come to me and say to me, why are you having her call me, ask me that, when you know you got to bring her back home?
Yeah, I don't see an issue with that.
What is it?
What's the issue? I'm her dad, and not just some stranger in the street.
Thank you. So
she just spent the weekend. She's enjoying her time. She wants to continue enjoying her time.
So this is the argument, and her argument to that is, I need to show her more consistency.
Okay, I can see that.
Okay, cool, right? Now, my mother has a house, which is her grandmother. Mm-hmm. I have a home, which is a large. You good?
Yeah.
What you could even come and see. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Space.
You feel what I'm saying? What do you feel? She tells you. She says she's old enough to relate any type of anything to you.
Yeah, true.
At this point, if she was 5 or 4,
I can understand.
I get it.
She's a teenager.
You understand what I'm saying? Whatever she wants, whatever she
can
needs,
also voice back what
she can articulate her feelings.
anything. So now we're getting to an age where I know what you're doing. There's no other. There's
no other factors here. You're just being petty.
You can't tell me anything because I'm not coming over as much as you want. I'm not speaking her. All that can be solved with
but
just.
Look, you did say you were inconsistent. And
yes.
What does inconsistency look like? Then?
Inconsistency is not following the standards she put in place.
Oh, okay.
That's inconsistency. Basically,
no, but is inconsistency like, okay, you said you was gonna see her this weekend, but it's like, now I gotta put it off? Is that like
no? What I'll do.
Give us an example of inconsistency so we
inconsistency is saying, if she says to me, Chris, I need you to call her every day, right? And I don't call maybe 1 or 2 days. You know what I'm saying?
Are you
texting now?
Yeah, I text her.
Okay.
But
are you downplaying this though?
As far as
why
downplaying,
would he?
what do you mean?
Why would we?
No, I'm saying no, because sometimes, listen, having a Libra dad, sometimes they be downplaying.
Nah, Libras, they be liars. Let me stop.
Nah,
we do be liars.
We do. I'll keep that real. We do lie. It's just that a lot of things, the dynamic as far as with me and her, I just rebel a lot. And I need to stop.
I see that though.
I've shut down because I can't argue and I don't want to fight. I don't want to curse. I don't want to go back and forth.
Yeah, I feel that
what I'm saying?
Do you think you have a problem with like being admitting your faults?
No.
He's admitting his faults to us. I don't see. Look.
I'm just asking.
No, I get that, but I feel like from what I see here, I feel like he's admitting his faults to people he doesn't know. I don't see how hard it would be to admit it.
No. Sometimes, sometimes a lot. I don't want to say.
Sometimes when you speak it out, like for me, for example, like I
realize,
feel like,
hold on, I'm saying like what I feel like you're saying. I already see where you're going. Like, sometimes when you talk about it, you realize like
maybe I wasn't.
Maybe I wasn't as honest as I should be.
I mean, what I think.
I wouldn't say honest, but more expressive.
Expressive.
What I think, I feel like it's simple situations can be so simple. People are the ones who make them complicated. If I bring a scenario,
you just was talking about that.
If I bring a scenario up that can solve everything, why would you downplay it? Mm-hmm. Whatever you complaining about, I just created a simple solution for you. Mm-hmm. What is the problem now?
Sometimes but you know what it is? It's hard for us to give in. I'm not.
No. It's not about giving in.
Why is that my fault now? Why do I get?
All right, calm down now. Look. He done rose up out his seat.
No, he's allowed to be passionate though. He's allowed to be passionate.
No. All right, so this is how I feel about that. When it comes to that, because I am naturally like a grudge holder, and situations happen all the time. So I
somebody who's very forgiving.
Yeah, so consciously, I try to let it go. But what I'm saying is, when sometimes you're not in that space where.
Comfortable.
Yeah, I see.
Sometimes
sometimes you're not in that space where you could see like the bigger picture. Like there's times where I feel like, you know what? I'm so heated. This conversation got so crazy. Like niggas, like, it's times where, like, all right, I just had this situation happen, matter of fact, or whatever. I'm talking to somebody or whatever. We're having a conversation or whatever. It was going left, and I feel like I was being chill, and they were being fucking extra. And I thought to myself, like, okay, all right. That's all I'm thinking. Like, my responses are kind of like, what the fuck? Like, so as we continue on, I said, yo, what is going on here? He was like, yeah, let's just start over. We started over. I didn't really start over because I still remember the bullshit you said 5 texts up.
But you didn't let it go.
But I said, you know what? All right, whatever. The conversation continued. But because it was like, we didn't take a break from the conversation, it still continued. That reset really wasn't a fucking reset. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, sometimes you need to step away and regroup. I've noticed that, especially as an adult.
I'm a big fucking advocate.
Yeah.
On stepping away
and regrouping.
See, my thing, I need to not step away too long. You understand what I'm saying?
You can't.
That's what the
It's
problem
a time
What's,
period.
what's stepping away too long?
24 to 48 hours. That's not that. Anything past that is stepping away for too long.
I do that too.
And well, I'm not going to interrupt.
No, you good.
But I do feel like I do need to step away, maybe a couple hours, because sometimes like I'll be too mad.
But sometimes you need somebody to bring you back. Remember a situation we talked about.
Listen, there's not even a number of fucking times that I have called the killer like, yo, am I tripping?
You need a second opinion.
And even her.
Somebody is a grudge holder. I'll be like, you know what? You just gotta let this go. Like,
so, and that was something that we realized in like, not even in our situations, just in general, like in a matter of like, sometimes you really do need to take a break. Yeah. Let some shit go.
Let it simmer down.
I'm
sorry, y'all. Can we get back to the paint? Because I want to know the end of this fucking story.
Sorry.
Nah, so
we can definitely go back to the paint.
Paint the living room.
Asked me to paint. I dubbed it. So a month or two.
Her family helps her.
A month was go past. She's like, yo, my bedroom ain't get painted.
Bedroom?
Right?
The place where she fucks her man? Come on. What's going on?
Come on, Wolf.
So I'm like,
hold on. Wolf, like he want to come in on that.
Because the living room is a communal area where your daughter's at. Bro, you know what I'm saying?
She don't respect you.
Yo, so
yeah, what's much?
So then I'm like, I was like, all right, I'll do it if my daughter could help me.
Yeah.
Type shit.
It's a bonding moment now.
The spin, kinda.
I like that, though. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I did do it. At the time, my girlfriend was tight. You know what I'm saying?
I would have been tight.
But my girlfriend knew.
Yeah, I definitely would have been like, why are you over there?
But my girlfriend knew. She been with me long enough to kind of see the whole scenario.
The dynamic.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? And she knows, like, because plenty of times she asks me, why she just don't let her stay the weekend? This question comes up plenty of times. And if you ask her, she'll be like, Christopher doesn't show me. All right, but
you think she's scared of
Is
y'all
she Jamaican?
No, she's Panamanian.
Hold on, do you think that she's scared of y'all being closer?
Yes.
I think that could be a thing. I kind of think that's a thing too.
I think I'm more of that parent that
you're more laid back.
I'm strict, but I'm very laid back. I look at things from a different perspective because the way I grew up.
Yeah,
I don't want my daughter to grow up. I don't want my daughter to grow up like mad, uptight, and you know what I'm saying, or scared to be herself because she feels like her parents are gonna say something. But at the same time, I want you to be comfortable enough to tell me how you feel or tell me how you know what I'm saying. I want you to be open because that's really what the thing is with your parents. You scared to talk to them.
Yeah.
Because you're scared of what they're gonna say or how they're gonna feel.
React.
I don't want that.
Yeah,
I want you to be like perfect example. Top Boy. Her mom's is not gonna let her watch that. Her calling me just to conversate about the show. Yeah, Dad is getting spicy.
I'ma be real though. You have to like, and this goes.
Yeah,
I don't have any kids. You have to.
The kids in the show is like 12 and 13.
I'm gonna be real with you. You have to know your kid.
Yeah. That's
a real basis of what people forget. Like you can have 6 kids. All 6 of them kids is totally different.
Facts.
Like none of them kids are the same. They may have similarities, but they're not the same. Right. So you feel me? Like when I was growing up, my mom was like, "Oh, when I think we talked about this too.
We talked about this
like last week, last episode. I talked about how what was that, Big Pimpin'? I love that song too. Like my mother was like, "Oh, you're cut off from BT." As soon as Big Pimpin' came out, they was wilding on a boat, shaking their ass in Trinidad. Like it was wilding. So, but my aunt was showing me like rape scenes or like, you know, shit like that. And like, I was mature enough to handle that. But because my mom never knew me, she didn't assess like, okay, my child is mature enough to deal with this or whatever, it was kind of like, So I think you've assessed where she is, and you could see that.
I feel like the way the world is, there's no filter on anything anymore.
That's true.
Not.
All you can do is talk about it, so that's good. You're having a conversation.
So because there's no filter like how it was when we were younger, when you can cut cable off.
Yeah.
When you send them the fuck outside.
That's true.
Yeah.
You
That's
understand?
true.
It
That's
ain't
good.
like
That's
that.
true. Yeah,
Nigga, you got a phone.
Listen,
you gotta
Twit,
embrace life now.
come
They
on.
gotta know what the fuck it is.
And that's definitely true because, like, I feel like my
But that's
father
the beauty
is
of
a little
having
bit.
two parents. I want y'all to know that.
No, and it is the beauty
Bring
of
two
having two
different
parents
aspects.
because, like, my mom, like we was talking about this in the last episode, like my mom was very like lenient with me, but and my dad, he thinks that I'm so rough because he's from Long Island. Like I grew up in Queens. My mom is Jamaican. He's American. So he thinks like I'm a little bit more rough than I actually am. And I just be like, yo, I'm not rough. I just like, Akela said it the other day. She's like, there's just, when you put your foot down about certain things, people think that you rough. No, I'm not used to having to be quiet because my mom never gave that to me. My mom never told me like, yo, you gotta shut up when it's time. My mom showed me that you can do anything and everything in the world that you want to do in life. Like you can talk and you can be free. And my father is a little bit more reserved on that side where it's just like, my family, we go to wet graduations and they holding a big sign screaming my name. And my father,
family, like they show out. And
when it comes to my mom family, like she like that. But my dad family, they the type to like clap.
They be chilling.
Nah,
Chilling.
nigga, they come out and grow. I'm talking about even her grandfather.
My father.
And her grandfather don't come out to
side.
events like that, but he will
we
come out.
Jamaican. You already know how Jamaicans be. My mom is like that, and my father is American,
Crazy.
and he lived in Long Island.
My mom's is not that type of Jamaican. My mom's is one of those.
No,
Americanized?
Hold on.
Not American.
Hold on.
She just real. She real like
reserved.
real reserved, calm. She don't show when
Listen,
it's time for
you
the dance
wouldn't know
and she
my
drink a little
family
bit.
is Jamaican unless you hear them speak. Because
There's two types of Jamaicans. They either be chill or they be wilding the fuck out.
Just
It's
like
no in
a- just
between.
my
Two
in
type of
between.
black people. 'Cause
Yes.
every Caribbean black person has two type of black
That's
people.
Yeah,
true.
sure, that's
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Us over here,
There's the one
them
that
over
was like,
there.
oh my God, I can't believe they slapped Will, such a disgrace. And this one, like, niggas get slapped every
Every
day.
day. That's it, bro.
and that's
type.
like you see, my family, my mom's side is the reserved Jamaicans, but when it comes to like success, they the type. Like
Okay.
when it comes to success is what.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
wish I had that
This
type of
paint
family.
story is dragging. We just need to
No,
let him
no,
go.
no. Oh, sorry.
I need
sorry.
to
So
know,
now,
y'all.
I'm sorry.
Did you see-
No.
Guys, did you see the cups? That's why.
No, you see, I'll be real. She asked me to paint the crib. I paint the crib. I felt like it was a little bit, some advances.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Wow.
spun it crazy.
Wow. Listen, don't let her hear this out because y'all gonna have another fight after this.
That's a fact.
No, I mean,
Her shit out. But let's go.
Yeah, it was, I don't know. I felt like it was. You know what I'm saying? But maybe it wasn't. Whatever. But she cool. I spun it or whatever the case may be. I spun it, and then I guess after a while, it's just that's what I feel like is the spicy part. Her just asking me to paint the room. That whole situation. She even asked me, yo, the room didn't finish, and she's like, yo, you want to stay over here till the next day?
Don't her man live there? Where he
That's
gonna
what I'm
stay at?
saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, he's like.
The mic is over there. Let's not
So
forget.
I was like that. It
froze
was
over
that
here. I
type
don't
of situation.
understand.
I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go home. Feel me? So
As you should have.
but I mean, ain't nothing wrong at the. Me not putting nobody business. Ain't nothing wrong with whatever happened. I did the right thing.
Yes,
You did.
that's
Feel
right.
what I'm
That's
saying?
You had a girl at the time. Let's go. Round of applause.
You know what I mean? I went home.
You stay true.
Feel
That's
me?
it.
I mean, but
Cheat is not allowed. I don't
feel
know
like
if you still do that.
Enough
But
about my baby moms.
No. Let's talk about. All right. So
No,
this is
the only
show
reason why
called.
we asked that.
No, you good.
The only reason we
I
asked
just
that.
feel like
so, but you know what? I do feel like if she ever listened to this, she gonna tell you that you didn't do that.
Okay.
And the baby father, not the baby
would-
father.
No, look, boom. Let's move on. Moving on from baby mama. Look, what's an expensive date to you?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm not gonna name drop, but I heard somebody telling the story about an expensive date, so I'm gonna drop that after he.
You're paying.
As far as money wise, you mean, or
Yeah.
like going
Yeah.
places?
No, how much? How much?
is
A date.
About $1,000 expensive.
That's expensive.
Yeah,
I think
$1,000.
$5 is expensive.
5,000?
No, $500 is expensive.
Okay, because I'm thinking.
We're thinking about a dinner. Let's be specific.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why
We going to
1,000.
Poppy steak? Like, what's happening?
No, because I'm not gonna sit here and act like I pay $1,000. You ask what expensive. That's not saying.
What are you paying? What do you think is
I'll
expensive?
do five.
I think 5 is
I'll do 5. I'll do 5, even 6,
buy for
depending on what it is.
I'm gonna be real. The most I have ever treated a nigga, because and niggas have treated like this person.
Drinks
like,
get expensive.
$350. That's the
the
most
thing is
I
that-
ever paid.
Okay. So when it comes to drinks, like I'm a type of bitch that likes to like pregame.
No, let me tell you about this bitch right here, all right? I'm having a conversation, we talking or whatever. Her man, he's like, yeah, she was ordering 1942 shots at the table. I'm like, oh, you spicy. You a spicy bitch.
No, we were surprised.
A spicy bitch.
No.
Downplay like she's so fucking humble. Let's go.
No. I didn't say that. I didn't say it was
I
humble.
like to drink, you know.
No, I'm saying like no, bitch. That happened one time.
What
I
possessed you
ordered
to do that though?
No,
You
because
like
we
a
was
boss bitch.
No, I'm not gonna
Yes.
lie. We was wilding. I was like, oh, let's go to dinner or whatever.
he
we
drank
go
it
to this
too?
restaurant, right?
Was
It's
it
a black.
shot just for you or for both of y'all?
Can you let me fucking finish?
Go ahead. We was wildin'.
So-
You was wildin'.
I was wilding. No, but this my man. We live together. Like,
Go ahead. Don't explain yourself.
all right, I'm not going to explain myself. So we go to this restaurant, and I'm feeling good. Like, you know, we pregame before we go,
Okay.
or whatever. I live with my nigga. So
You emphasizing what?
no, because I'm just letting you
The
know.
pregame wasn't enough, but go ahead.
It wasn't enough. So we go there, whatever, and you know, we order mussels, we order oysters, we ordering the food. You know, my nigga got a good job. I'm like, you know, my nigga got money. I'm good. Like we.
So it's you ordering or we?
No,
She
we.
keeps saying we, but she's the only one with the shots.
I am the only one
I didn't know that until just now, but I deciphered through it just now.
So I'm like, yo, I look at my boyfriend though. I didn't violate. I said, babe, I can order a 1942 shot.
Yeah.
He like, yeah, cool. I said, babe, can I order another one?
Oh, you got 2. Yo,
So the bill comes. No, because we don't live
Is
in.
this after y'all living together?
No, they live together.
We live
They
together.
keep saying it.
Yeah,
yes.
Ben.
I don't feel like that's not a date then. That's y'all just
Going out. Yeah, we was
both
going out. But it's
if
still
we sharing expenses home, this also are y'all sharing expenses home? He take care of everything.
not everything.
Okay, so y'all sharing expenses at home.
Mm-hmm.
This is just a date between y'all. That's not I don't think that's
So
expensive.
if a random girl, you go out with
No,
a
no, hold
random
on,
girl,
I'm
hold
not
on.
spending. It's not gonna
No,
get.
let me finish the story. So, first of all, I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. I understood that the shots was like maybe like $30 a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. We get the bill like $350. We like, what did we order?
That's
It was
not bad,
$350.
though.
What you mean? What you
With the
ordered?
food-
The
with the-
bottle is $150 in the store.
No, but you know what? I didn't.
With the food, $350 with the
yeah,
food.
Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't bad, but that's not what we was. Thing is that we live in Baltimore. It's not New York.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's just like
I like that
$350
you
is
said
kind of
that.
all right.
$350.
Because you got to evidence. Because a lot of niggas
And it wasn't
probably
like I was
watching
at
that
a
live in
sta-
New York like, that's it.
No. It's $350 in Baltimore. And we used to go into like we have favorite restaurant. Our favorite restaurant is an expensive restaurant. We go there and we spend $150, $200.
That's fine.
Okay.
That seems
And
right.
that's reasonable out of town. That's reasonable.
Yeah. So then I said
And every date is not gonna always
yo,
be expensive.
ever since that date, and he looked at that bill in $350, he was like, yo, this restaurant was fucking trash. We paid $350.
Sometimes it be like that, though.
And but that was probably one of our most expensive dates that we ever been out on. Because we the type of niggas that go on dates to Outback. We enjoy Outback.
But
I
listen,
love Outback.
I don't see. Okay,
No.
it's all about enjoying yourself. I feel like,
But it
you
wasn't
know-
worth it. It wasn't worth the $350.
But
the
you,
food wise,
as a guy, when you take a lady out, you know what to do. I might.
he
be,
didn't complain about it.
I might be
We're not
fucking.
lying.
I might
He
be.
didn't.
I might be giving it outed all niggas. I'm sorry, but if I ask a girl out, I know how much I'm gonna spend. I know where I'm going to spend that much.
Does
Exactly.
it depend on the female though? Do you feel like that too?
Do you feel like the quality?
That's
of a
another
bitch,
thing,
Oh,
too,
That's,
like-
that's another thing.
Yeah,
Do you feel like
like
the
if you-
quality of a bitch deserves
That's a good question.
certain location?
That's a good question. So I went in the beginning. I wouldn't know her quality. I would have to determine that with a date.
Okay. No,
I'm not gonna.
Y'all
I
talking
can't.
on the phone, shit like that. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm talking about look
you
wise.
can sell yourself.
I'm talking about
Honestly,
look
truly,
wise.
you know what I've been realizing?
Hold up.
So,
Wolf over
wait.
there like,
You know what I've been
determine?
realizing lately?
That one.
You know what I've been realizing lately? Dating in 2022 is weird as fuck.
It's
It is.
definitely
It ain't no more We could go out and chill. First, you gotta meet on the internet or gotta be through somebody. Y'all gotta go through the talking phase. You gotta wait. If you really like, because most women are like a guy and still have them pursue. How about look at their message? You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. That's cool, but we're fucking grown. You understand? If you
Now,
like
if I'm
me,
with somebody, I will respond.
if you like, okay, this is what I'm, and this is what I'm saying.
I don't fuck with you, I'm not responding.
I think
Okay.
we're
It's just
over that
simple. I'm
stage
just
in
at that
life.
point.
Like,
All right, and now I feel like when a guy says, "Oh, let's go out on a date," it's kind of weird now. Like, who are you? I don't know you from nowhere. That's why I'm taking you on a date, so I can get to know you. How am I being weird for trying to take you somewhere?
That's how it used to be.
You understand?
It's
Before
definitely how
I
it used to
looked at
be.
all your pictures on your shit. Hey,
That's
what's
enough.
up?
It's
Hey, what's
enough.
up? I see you. I say, hey, what's up? You know, maybe later on, I'm not doing anything. Are you free? Can we go? Get a bite to
Wait,
eat and
I'm
maybe have
gonna
a
be
drink?
real. I'm gonna be real. Can we?
Nah, that's weird.
No.
You
Let's
thirsty.
No. I don't think it's weird, but I'm gonna be real. I think, to me personally, if we have met on social media, we need to at least take it to the text messages. Like, why are we just continuing to talk on social
Meeting.
media?
Why are we
like,
meeting?
Yeah. You
Yo,
know what I'm
I-
saying?
I
Take
just-
me to the text. That's
It's
the
going-
first.
this is-
That's the
this-
first.
this
next.
is
That's
going
the
for-
first.
this-
No. Take me to the text
Yes.
messages.
we're not I'm not gonna be FaceTiming you
That
on
is
Instagram.
weird.
Like,
stop.
Imagine you call me on Instagram video. What the fuck is going
I'm
on? Why do I
glad-
have your number? You want to
I'm-
take me out, but I don't have your
I'm
number?
glad you said
I got
that.
crazy. That's why I don't
As
want
a
to drink.
female, as
you
a
know what? I
female-
like this when we drink.
As a female, I'm glad you said
He
that.
said, me too.
Yeah.
You fuck with. I don't know if you fuck with the dating apps or have you?
I have.
You have fuck with the dating apps? All right.
I dated one guy from like Tinder. I'm lying. Two guys from Tinder.
Okay, fine.
One of them I stopped talking to, and the other one,
Yeah,
he
one was
actually
on a high-speed chase. I
Okay.
was good after
one
that.
of
Okay.
the, the next one was he was actually a very decent guy. He was a Libra. He was actually decent.
Okay.
It just
It'd be weird from the apps. I'm
he,
cool with social
he wasn't
media.
somebody that I would want to really be with.
Okay, I say that to say this, right? You said it gotta go from the text message to the number, right?
I mean, from the DM
From
to
the DMs to the number. As far as there's a whole litany of people swiping left and right. If you match each other, that means you're physically attracted. Someone, it could be a mistake.
Okay.
It could be physically attracted. Once I hit you, because I put on my profile,
Right.
I don't like big girls. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because you know what?
You're allowed to have a preference.
Thank you, because
You
everyone
are
they
allowed.
come on there and they have this whole fucking paragraph of criteria. Oh, let me change my profile.
Yeah.
So I don't like big girls because that's all who like me, and I'm not nothing against them because I will probably demolish one.
You feel like hold on.
I'm just not.
You feel like you attract big girls or something?
I don't know what I attract, but
Okay.
I feel like they have more of a, what's the word?
Attraction to you?
No. They're more open than
He has that je ne sais quoi.
Nah, I feel like pretty girls are more. They won't make advances at like. I'm too good for rejection. They won't say nothing.
Okay.
That's just that's what I've noticed. Girls
Speak for
that
yourself.
girls
I
that
do
little bit
that.
big girls don't really care. I'm big.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be very real with you. I'm not somebody who's gonna pursue a nigga, but if you express your interest, I will let
And
you
I-
know. If
I gotta
feel
really
you.
be fit.
I'm not
I gotta
gonna
be
try
drunk.
to
And you
front
see?
and fake. Like
And
if
you
you
see?
make
I
that
gotta be
move,
drunk.
I'm not gonna be like, all right.
And
like,
that's
yeah.
fine. But there's a lot of and I don't know who's who, but a lot of plus women, they don't care about. They'll press you. They'll straight press you. Yo, you look good. Oh, you look good.
Yeah.
And won't
I mean,
care about.
I've done
and
that
won't
before.
care about
No,
no
look.
type of.
No, the most I'll be like, yo, because I remember one time I was walking outside somewhere or whatever, and I see, like, I came out of a party. Me and this nigga came out of the same party or whatever. He's walking with his friend. I go to the car with my homegirl, whatever, and he like, and I'm like, damn, he like, damn, you look good. I'm like, you look good too. Like what's going on?
It had
You
to-
know what I'm saying? Like,
No, it
I
had to
don't
be-
want to be the first. Like,
Why?
I have to make a move
Why?
for the first.
Listen,
Why?
you're talking
Hold on.
Like-
But why? Why you don't want to be first?
I guess I'm not. I guess rejection. I guess
Well,
that's
so
what it
why
is.
do we
I don't
have
know.
to deal with all the brunt of the rejection?
I
No,
guess that's
hold
what
on.
it
You
is.
guys do not have
Y'all
to.
was born into it. Y'all
Hold
was
on,
born into
hold
it.
on. Let me
I was
talk.
born into it.
Let me talk. Because I feel like this is now Chris's podcast.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I really don't care.
No.
but-
Listen, I love. No, don't let me discourage you because we love when people come on here and they really interviewing us back. This
No, because y'all pressed me into
this
it.
is
I'm
a
not
community
I've never been rejected. I've
This is
never
a
been
heard you
rejected.
sis community.
I pursued 2 niggas and it went well.
And
No, hold on. Let me
You
tell
know
my
how
story.
many girls I had to pursue in my lifetime? You only had 2 experiences. My whole
No,
life.
I've done that before.
Hold on. My whole life is trying to talk to a girl and
Shit crazy.
thinking about if she gonna like me or not. Thinking about if she wanna talk to me. Thinking about if I'm doing something right. Not saying the wrong. Not texting her too much.
It's true.
Not calling her too much.
It's true. But you know
Not-
what? I've done that.
Only
before.
2? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
I've-
It's funny because
And I wouldn't even say
my first-
pursued. I've expressed my interest in it. Now the niggas pursuing me.
I'm not gonna lie. My first love, my very first love, I definitely did. Listen, if you ever see this video, don't ever
Don't get your big ass head gassed up.
don't get hoped up, my nigga, because we're never being cool again. Anyway, but I'm gonna be clear. Like my first love, I'm a freshman in high school. I always knew that I was a fucking player. Always.
Oh, you keep it P.
I keep it P.
All right.
Anyway, so I always knew, like, I don't know. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what it is. I've always had this confidence. Like, you know, like when I was younger, I used to think that I wasn't that cute. But when I realized, like, yo, bitch, you're a cute
that
bitch.
bitch,
I'm
yeah.
a cute bitch. So, you know, I ain't got no makeup on. I'm like, all right, cool. So I went up to him and I'm like, you know, you got some nice eyes. After that nigga was on me like white on rice.
You didn't pursue. You didn't necessarily pursue.
That's
No,
That's
and
her
it's,
way
and
of
it's
shooting
talk about
her
this
shot.
now.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's
what
talk-
it is. That's what
her way
it
of
is.
shooting
I
her
will
shot.
shoot my shot,
Right.
but I'm not gonna pursue you. That's
I flirted with you first.
I have my dad
I've
in my
done that
life,
before though.
and he's very,
Other-
you know.
Hold up, but other than that, my nigga told me the other day. He told me, he was like, yo, while my friends was in the group chat talking about something, my name was like, oh, you know you cute too. And I said, you know, that definitely sounds like me. I said, I don't remember that. But I said, that sounds like me
It
coming
do
on
sound
TV.
like you, bitch.
It do, because I'm the type to be like, yo, damn, you mad fine. Like, I will say that to you, and I will walk away, and that will have a nigga hooked. But I'm very charming. I'm a very charming person. Like, it's something about me that even in the way I walk, in the way I
It's
move,
the Leo coming
like,
out, y'all. Y'all haven't seen it yet, but here we go.
y'all haven't seen it yet. But when y'all see me, like, sometimes I'll walk in a room, and niggas be like, yo, you're so beautiful. I'm just like, this is weird. I didn't even do anything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's because I'm so charming. Like, I will look at a nigga and just be,
So you feel like you would shoot your shot, or would you pursue?
I don't mind shooting my shot. When
It's
I
a
think a nigga
difference.
fine, that nigga fine. Like, that's it.
And that's what's up.
There's
Honestly,
nothing
the
wrong with
world
that
would be a
because
happier
the thing is
place.
that either
Yeah.
you're gonna want me or you're not.
And see, I'm
Okay.
glad a lot of women think like that, but they still won't. They won't even look at you. He should know because I'm thinking about liking him. I hear that a lot. I thought about. I looked his way twice.
I'm gonna be
But
real.
there's
I'm not
certain
gonna look at you
looks
in a
that women
party
give
and
us,
hope that
though.
you look at me like
No,
it is
there's
what
a
it
certain
is.
way. Like when you see a nigga in the party, he look at you 3-4 times. Yeah, I got him.
I feel like, but I feel
You gotta
like
keep. You
I
gotta
feel
keep
like
locking eyes.
even though dudes tend to be more savage when it comes to pursuing females because they kind of like, I ain't gonna say niggas is dope, so they'll talk to mad chicks, right? Women tend to be more selective.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm very territorial. If a nigga talks to me at a party, don't talk to no other bitch.
Nah, you
because
crazy.
I don't.
For the rest of the
You're
night.
going crazy unless what's going on?
No,
with you?
we.
I don't wanna see
Didn't we
you.
talk about this before the podcast? We was walking. Look,
I can't
like,
talk to nobody else in the party. I don't
No, I'm just saying, like, why are you pursuing me and then 30 other people? Like, I want you to be over here and be in my
You're
face.
bugging.
Why? I don't know you though.
I do.
We
But
just
you're one.
dancing.
Look. All right. So let me tell you something.
I'm territorial.
dancing.
And my other homegirl, there's
No,
somebody.
I'm not
who
dancing.
like,
And that's the thing. I'm not a bitch that be dancing with every nigga. If I give you a fucking dub, nigga, take very kindly. Because when you see me, I'm choosy.
So
But I haven't dubbed through the nigga in a long time.
Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. So we don't do that.
What,
I'm
dub
doing
it?
that.
Yeah, no.
no club shit. No.
Nobody's dubbing in fucking parties. I'm too old for that.
Buy me a drink, nigga.
What do
like,
you? So if you go to a club,
Even
setting,
if
what
I'm
do you-
at a table.
how does the dancing go?
ooh, ooh.
Something. I'm doing a little something, but I'm
I'm,
not.
I'm twerking that ass, but not on you.
Not on you.
I'm not talking about
just-
with random. So what if you go out with your significant other? Is it?
We're dancing.
no,
we dancing.
we
Yeah.
dancing the whole fucking night.
Yeah, I'm wilding. If
Oh,
me and my
night.
significant other world,
We're gonna-
wilding.
So single, y'all single and y'all trying to mingle. Y'all not dancing with nobody.
I gotta really be feeling
But when
you.
y'all with your man, y'all
That doesn't
dancing
make
all
sense.
night.
I'll entice you. I'll be shaking that ass and
Look,
entice you,
let's
but don't
move
come
on.
over here and
I
try
have
to
a- look,
dance.
I have another question. So look, me and Danny been watching this show called The Ultimatum on
Yup.
Netflix. You ever heard of it?
The ultimatum.
All right.
So basically, go ahead, she gonna give you the
So The Ultimatum is basically couples who.
been together for 2.5 or less years.
All right, well, we
23
didn't
and a
know
half.
that at first. We didn't know that shit at first because 2.5 years is fucking nothing.
This is
But
why
anyway-
I realized on the show that I was like, yo, this.
But
is
I'm gonna be
bullshit.
real. You know, I think in the black community, that's nothing. In white people years, that is a long ass fucking time.
And I had a white person at my job. Was like he told me the same thing. I'm not going to interrupt.
Yeah, because black men,
he told me he was
40
like,
is the year. You know what I'm saying?
He said to me, if a man don't know how to marry you, and he's not in a relationship or engaged, he said, if a man's trying to be with you and he's not married to you within a year and a half, move on. I was like, wow.
Hold up. Who? He was white.
He was white.
Okay, that makes sense. I need to know you, my nigga. I think at least 5. At least 5. And I'm not trying to waste all my years every 5 years with somebody or whatever, but I think at least 5 to really, because
marriage is
it takes you at least 2 years to. No, it takes you at least 2 years to actually know somebody. Anyway, back to.
Yes,
subject
it definitely does.
Yeah. Let's move on. Look, so boom, the ultimatum, right? Boom. So basically, it's like maybe 4 to 5 couples, and basically what they are, one of the person, whether it's the female or the male, wants to, take the next step and get married, and that other person has some type of apprehension towards it. So now they bring all these people together, and what they do is like they mingle now. They're all single at this point. They break up, they come together, but they mingle, and then they live with live with whoever they choose for 3 weeks, and then the other 3 weeks they go back to their original mate.
But here's the kicker. It's like me and you be together, and a killer and Wolf being together, and we swap.
Yeah.
Okay, and figure out if you.
But you gotta watch this person do it at the same time.
Yeah. So like, say for example,
you're already in love with this person.
Say for example, we switch partners or whatever, and I'm like, oh my God, he's like this, he does this and the third, and you're like, that's still my nigga, like in the back of your mind or whatever. You feel me? So like in the process or whatever, me and Dany had a conversation about ultimatums. She says she's not a fan of ultimatums, and I think ultimatums, there's nothing wrong with them. How do you feel about that? I'm gonna give a definition of an ultimatum. Ultimatum is either fucking or. Mm-hmm. Right. So it's either we get married or we move on to other people type shit. So how do you feel about those type of ultimatums?
Nah, if you put a staple, if you put something like that on it where you forcing me to make a choice, it's not organic.
That's what I said. I don't think so.
If you forcing me to do something because that's what you want to do, how are we doing something together? We're not together in anything. If you I want to do this. Yes, I love you.
That means we're not on the same page.
We're not. If it could be a thing where I could say, I want to get married. You know what, babe, I want to get married too. Babe, I want to have a kid. No, babe, I want to have a kid too. If we're not on the same page moving forward, it ain't gonna be good with us together moving forward. So I
think it's all right. So this is where my concept. I'm gonna bring it to my perspective or whatever. I mean, I've handed out ultimatums before, which maybe didn't go too well in my own personal experience.
Same.
That's because me and that person wasn't on the same page. Like say like this person was like continuously like, yeah, I want to take a break, like, you're stuck up in limbo and shit like that or whatever. I'm ready for a relationship, you're not. Yeah. At that point, now that I'm older, I realize I shouldn't have been with that person because we're not. He wants something else. He want to fuck bitches and I want to want to play wifey. So boom. So now I'm gonna bring it to my parents. My parents were together for like 5 years or whatever. And, at this point, my mom had me and, my dad lived like around the corner somewhere or whatever. And like he would bring this is her words, she would bring his little Macy's shopping bag over with his clothes and stuff like that. So now you got a kid, you keep doing this. Like when are we going to move forward to the next step? So she told him like, look, I'm tired of this little Macy's shopping bag. You could either, we could either get married and move to the next step or... I could do my thing and you could do your thing, which is fine. And my dad felt like, you know what? This is not something I want to lose. This is really where I want to be. And boom. He, to this day, will tell you, like, even though that wasn't something he thought about, because he already got married prior to. This is his second marriage. He wasn't thinking about that. He says to this day, like, this is the best decision he's ever made. He didn't feel forced. It was just that he wasn't going to be getting the same type of treatment he was getting before.
I don't think that's an ultimatum. Because
he was ready.
He made a conscious choice.
He was ready.
That's what he wanted.
And that's what I said. I feel like,
but that's no. In technical terms, that is an ultimatum.
That is an ultimatum.
You either with me or you fucking not. You feel me? And he felt he was he maybe not have been ready for marriage, but he understood
he was ready for that
to lose, and he didn't want to lose that. He understood, like,
But you know what? I feel like
they've been married for like 20 something years.
And what I feel like when it comes to ultimatum, when you give an ultimatum, that person has to be ready to choose. And a lot of the times what happens is that like
Both people usually don't be ready to choose. Let's be real.
And a lot of the times, like, that's why I don't really like ultimatums, because if you give me an ultimatum and I'm not ready to go there, like, I'm not.
But at what point, like, and then I spoke about this too, a lot of times with black men or whatever, like, you know, because that's what I date. But speak on that. I don't know about.
They have to actually lose it.
No, it's like 40 years old. Nobody wants to wait till that time. Nobody wants to wait till 40 to get married all the time. Like, I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just saying most people don't.
I feel what y'all saying about, so, like, perfect, because I don't
40, 50 years
I don't
old.
want to live with anybody. I don't think I'm going to live with, like.
Do you feel like you haven't met somebody that you
can live with?
I don't think I'm going to live with anyone. I've had too many bad experiences. I like living alone.
What makes those experiences bad?
What scarred you?
I'm not scarred. I just feel more. Nobody's gonna.
It's not like having your own space. I'm gonna be real.
You know, when y'all start having disagreements, this is when having your own space. And there's no way you're gonna be with someone and not have a disagreement. I feel like.
Of course.
I feel like. Just like marriage, a house. If y'all really want to do something, y'all want to lock in. House and marriage should be coincided with each other. If we're apartment dwelling, things like that, I don't want to live with you. You live in your place, I live in my place.
You know, you know what's crazy?
So you're not with shacking up, basically. Back
Nah,
old school terms.
And you know what?
I have already, and I don't want that no more.
But that's what I'm saying. It depends on who you.
Because okay, let's talk about me. And anyway, I have lived with my person for about 4 years. And every single place that we get, we make sure we get 2 spaces because we need 2 spaces.
See?
Yeah.
I need you to have your own space. So when you get on my nerve, you go to your space and I go in my space. The problem I think that people have is that, like, being that you live in New York, having 2 spaces is
It's
kind
hard.
of freaking hard.
Yeah.
It's not about that. See, what people don't, and
That's why you should be with a person with another space.
a lot of
That's
people don't.
another
No,
thing.
no. It's
No.
either people have a concept of space or don't have a concept of space.
Exactly.
And I think that's the difference. Like me personally, I could be with my significant other in the same fucking room. I'm reading a book. He's maybe watching a show, whatever. We have not spoke for 2 to 3 hours at this point or whatever. But you're doing your own thing. And I think people feel like they have to, just because you're next to somebody or you're with somebody, we have to be talk. Always have conversations.
We don't
always be engaged. And you don't have to do that. People feel compelled to do that. And I think that's the problem.
And I think that's the problem with people thinking about shacking up, because me and my significant other can be in the same house. I'm in the bedroom watching something, and he's in the living room watching something. We're watching 2 different things. We are in the same space, but guess what? We are not engaging with each other because we need that space away.
At some point, you do come together. I'm not saying
you do
all
come together,
day,
but I'm not saying,
and
I don't like the all day thing, but it's just saying, like, you do need to have some time alone.
So I feel like a house would be a proper situation for that. This is why.
Doesn't necessarily have to be
I
a
don't
house.
know.
Now, it depends on how you feel. Because, like, for example, my parents never lived together prior to getting married, but they somehow fucking made it work. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so you don't always have to. I personally would like to live with my significant other so I know how they live. Like, you know, are you clean? Are you clean? Are you somebody who pisses on the toilet?
But
Do I have to make sure I turn on the light at night because you got
see that.
droplets?
I feel like
you know what I'm
I feel like you would see that.
You don't.
Nah, you don't. Nah. People be hot and shit.
Okay, I don't. So if I'm with somebody,
Because every time somebody comes to my house, I clean that shit.
if I'm with somebody, this
Regardless if it was clean or not.
Everybody's slipper is gonna be times where people show their true colors, and then on top of that, even if not accepting dirtiness or whatever the case may be, but that's why you live in your own space. So I don't have to complain about nothing you doing, and I don't got to complain about nothing I'm doing.
So you should always.
Yeah, I'll get married.
What would be the contingency upon you getting married? Since you don't want to, like,
you gotta buy a house
with that person.
Some type of growth. Like right now, I feel like we have to come together and build each other up. And if it's right now, it's because I feel like in the world, this kind of shit is based on sex, sexuality, physical, and then you telling her, "Oh, I love you," and you don't really know her. What is she? How is she uplifting you?
How do you love her?
But a lot of it is built on intimacy. Nothing is wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? It could feel good at the time. And nothing is wrong. As humans, when you just feel good, you kind of run with that feeling.
You
But
know
I
what's
feel like
crazy?
people are not building, and that's
They're
really
not.
the problem. And
Agreed.
I
I
feel like getting into relationships.
Agreed.
And, it's just like,
And then
oh,
have-
yeah,
and you know what's
Agreed.
crazy?
Having
Now
big-
during a relationship, you're trying to learn this person and find out who this is.
go.
Had
And
you done that
that's the
prior
thing with
to?
the 3-year thing. I don't feel like you know somebody until you really been indebted with them.
This is why it goes back on even as far as back when we talking about dating is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole dynamic of just, you can figure that out in the comment. I don't know. Texting to me really don't. You can get shit mixed
don't.
up
You don't.
in a text.
Yes, totally.
I want to
Always
go out
can't.
and have a drink and talk to you and smell your breath, see how you carry
All right,
yourself.
but I feel like
you know
we're
what I'm
all
saying?
in the
Like,
same. I feel like we're in the same age
round.
range, and I think outside of that, sometimes people don't feel that. When
I
you're
don't
a little
think
younger.
so.
you-
And I think
I
I
think
think
it
I think
comes with-
social media is such a big role
Agreed.
in people's life that they don't realize, like, yo, you need to touch and feel and talk to this
'Cause
person.
the way
Like,
you meet
I'm
people now is not the
never
way-
gonna go out with you if we're not.
Like, I'm a phone person, and I don't give a fuck how old I get, who I date, when I
call
date them.
me, my
I want
nigga.
to
Call
be
me.
on the phone.
Call me,
like,
son. Call me out and answer. Why you?
That's why I don't understand why people get catfished. My nigga, I want to be on the phone. Like,
Yeah,
what
you
the fuck
bugging
is
the fuck
up?
out.
can't
Like,
catfish
no
me and
nigga
have
gonna ever
FaceTime.
catfish me.
How?
on.
How?
Unless you putting your cousin on every time
you
we
get
speak or some
tired. You
shit.
get tired of that. Like,
Yo,
you get
and
tired.
And I'm not gonna lie, that's another thing. I get tired of FaceTime. Like, I don't want to. If we talking for a couple, shorty, you call me in the morning. We call like, yo, I want to do something. You coming over? I hate another thing that upset me. Don't think because I invite you to my crib, I want to fuck all the time.
Ooh, that was a okay. Hold on.
I don't-
We
Okay,
done transition.
we done
here.
transition.